friends call me K-Ray. It's an honor and a blessing to be with you all today. And I want to thank Mary and everyone who is part of this New Earth Symposium for bringing their voices and their wisdom forward. As I start my conversation, my connection with you all, I want to just start by saying this is my journey. This is wisdom that I've come to know for myself. And I honor that each of us has a very unique path. So I invite you to take from my time with you today what resonates and just let the rest go. Trust yourself, trust your own intuition, trust your own process. That would be one of the many things that I would really want you to do, is to really honor yourself and your path and the uniqueness that you bring to the planet at this time. Before I came on camera today, I picked 2 cards from one of my favorite oracle decks, Romy Weiser's Life, Soul, Vision Oracle deck. And both of the cards that I picked were absolutely perfect for the conversation, the connection, the information that I want to share with you today. And is truly reflective of the path, the journey of the new earth for each one of us as we embark on the shifts and changes that are happening at this time on the planet. The first card that I picked is number 40, and it's the collective heart. The collective heart. And that beautiful sunrise, sunset. This card meaning says, holding the heart of the collective and feeling the pulse of energy that moves in waves awakens you to heightened sensitivity and an understanding of the healing that is available to flow through you and to you. To hold light in the face of adversity, discord, and rising deconstruction energies requires a strength of mind and pureness of heart. You are driven by what will restore harmony, unity, and compassion to the situation right now. Focus on healing your heart, and you will bring the power of your connection to unconditional light into the hearts and minds of those you share the earth with. There is a calling that is bigger than you. Its mysteries are still yet to be unearthed fully, and like the ocean, require your courage to journey deep into the heart of its limitless and eternal knowledge. Compassion is needed in this space, for this path is one of raising consciousness. The question no longer becomes, what do I want to do, but rather, what am I being guided to do for a bigger purpose? What am I being guided to do for a bigger purpose? What are you being guided to do and be for a much greater purpose? The second card that I picked says, it's card number 45, casting out constellations. This is the work, this is the way. And I love this card with all of the butterflies and the astrological symbols. There is so much shifting and changing in the universe and our perception of the universe right now. We are all being guided to transform on a very deep, deep level. So this card says, the lessons that form part of our soul contract lead us through the twists and turns of life with tests that feel unrelenting and insurmountable. The spiritual assignment requires you to constantly be digging deeper in faith and fortitude to find inner strength you didn't know existed within you. It is through your own unique journey, the trials and tribulations you face, and your willingness to keep going that you develop the spiritual backbone you need for your personal transformation to occur. When things don't make sense and you are trying to find a way to survive, the pull of something greater guides you towards a future destiny that has always been fated. You may not fully see the vision that's emerging of what's you may not fully see the vision of what's emerging and your place in the collective timeline, or recognize how far you have come on your personal journey of awakening. But the lessons you have faced and that brought you to your knees are about to deliver you the truth of why you needed to endure such hardship as you step into your greatness and embrace the warrior of light that has always existed within your inner being. And the soul affirmation for that card says, you cannot break what drives me because it is not of this world. Faith is my fuel and it blazes through me like a wildfire. So we are on this journey to opening our hearts and recognizing that our journey, each one of us in the collective, has a unique purpose and mission on the planet. I am a 1966 edition. I was born in 1966 and I'm working on my 58th year on the planet this time. And I feel more alive now than I have ever felt in my entire life. And to be considered an elder at this point is an honor, and at the same time I feel like I've just gained so much wisdom in my 58 years, and I'm still just beginning to trust the process that is unfolding. As I feel myself literally being pulled in two different directions, the old, what people call the 3D reality, and this new reality that is calling me forward in the fullness of my expression, in the fullness of my embodiment. People talk a lot about ascension, and what I've learned, especially in the last 12 years, is that for me, ascension is more about actually being grounded and rooted on the planet in this body, this temple, this beautiful vessel that I've been given. I feel as if I'd spent much of my life wishing I was back home somewhere else away from this planet. And I came to recognize in 2012, 2013, that I needed to be grounded and rooted, much like a tree, on this planet in order to fully bring in my mission and my purpose and how I was going to go about helping to heal myself and help the planet change and shift, and humanity to change and shift. In the summer of 2012, I was researching music therapy for a technology company here in the Nashville area. And I realized that my corporate career, 25 years in high-tech technology and music-related companies, that the digital music was actually not feeding humanity. That we had lost connection with the power of live sound vibration. I literally helped create the digital music realm by working for Apple Computer and DigiDesign at Creative Pro Tools, that to this day is used in the digital music realm. Kind of a long story short, I left my corporate career of 25 years at the end of 2012, being called up by Spirit to advocate for the power of live sound and vibration. I had this understanding that the power of music therapy or sound therapy was truly being with another person, of creating and co-creating music and sound vibrations together. And the last 12 years of my journey has been super powerful and impactful. What I came to understand is that the most powerful portable resonator you were born with, I was born with, we are born with, is our voice. We really need nothing else other than our voice and our own heartbeat rhythm to help vibrate and clear and heal the stuff, the stuckness that is embedded in our bodies, of the traumas that we've been holding. However, so many people have had their voices taken, have had their voices silenced. And it's time for the collective to, and each one of us to embrace the vocal frequencies, the texture and tones that we each can create for ourselves. Our body is the temple. It is the home of our spiritual essence. And I sense that our spirit, our highest selves, have sort of been hanging out above us for a long time, waiting for each one of us to take responsibility and responsibility for this vessel that we've been given. So many of us have been disconnected from our feelings, from our emotions, from our intuition. So we need to figure out how to make this body temple a vibrational match with our highest essence. And so I use the frame drum as a beautiful instrument to help people reconnect to the power of their own voice, to help them lift up the vibration of their body and being. This space here, this womb space, the hara, I call it the cosmic womb. In this lifetime, I don't have children, but I want people to understand that this space holds so much power for creation, whether you have children or not, male or female. This deep place is a portal. And more we need to be feeding our bodies good food. We need to be able to digest and eliminate in a good way. We need to be able to inhale deeply and exhale deeply into this space to clear trauma, to clear all of the unfelt emotion, our own trauma and generational trauma. There are so many ways that people can work on clearing this space. Early on, when I picked up the drum, I just found that it was really, really important for me. I intuitively knew that I needed to work on clearing this space to help myself become an open channel for spirit to move through. The frame drum is traditionally hand drum. It's a beautiful, beautiful instrument. But what I find that as I sing and sound into the drum, and it's more about sounding, and I use vowel sounds to keep the mind out. as I sing and sound into the drum, my vocal frequency is amplified and beautiful harmonics are created. Sounding on this side of the drum, the voice is amplified out. It's like taking your good intentions and your prayers and exponentially sending them out into the world and out around you. When you sing and sound on the inside of the drum, it's like a personal portal. Personal portal that as you do that, you start to find any mental chatter, any noises just goes away. Your frequency, your vocal frequency being fed back to you literally serves to reduce mental chatter and put you in a state of beautiful presence. It's an amazing feeling. I've also found through my 12 years of exploration that your ancestors, the more you let go and allow yourself to make sound, your ancestors come forth. Other guides may come forth. You may start making sounds that you never knew could come through you. And it's so liberating and freeing to experience this form of expression. I encourage people not to use words so much, because the more we can get out of our mind, out of the limitation of words, and just use sound vibration to help move energy, the more freeing it really is. And the more I have been working with sound vibration, the more I have realized that words are very limiting. And as we come to become a more unified humanity, finding ways to communicate beyond words or specific languages is going to be really, really important. I am here to help co-create what I call sonic energy conversations, using the freedom of sound and vibration to just allow ourselves to connect in a beautiful, energetic way. I also found early on that playing the frame drum in the traditional way can be create a mind, get your mind involved. And so I bring a mallet in to this experience to just keep it simple. Remember, we're here to connect with our own heartbeat rhythm. So much of our culture has taught us to be entrained with people and things outside of ourselves, and I am really, really about helping people reclaim their own rhythm, their own voice, their own unique creative expression. And come into a peaceful place within themselves, grounded, rooted, peaceful place. And so I feel it is really important for us to learn how to embrace, love, and take care of this body vehicle that we've been given. To work towards vibrating it at a higher frequency consistently. learning how to use the tools of sound and vibration, our voices and the drum, can help to activate the cells of our bodies higher. And so as we continue to receive these higher vibrational frequencies of light and color and receive transmissions, that we can actually work to move those and activate those out into the world. I believe that we've come into a time where what we have labeled as the divine feminine and masculine will become to be known as spirit guidance being put into action. Each one of us as human beings are being called to balance the feminine and masculine within our bodies and beings. Reconnecting with the idea of intuition and spirit guidance, learning to listen to our intuition and what spirit is guiding us to do, and putting that guidance into action. That is what is going to change the dynamics that have been happening on the planet. We have become too head-oriented, too action-oriented without including the heart and the cosmic womb space. I have had incredible experiences with using sound vibration, my own sound vibration, to help clear energy held and contained and trapped within my womb space. We have our own trauma and generational trauma that is held within this space, male or female. We have come into a time where we have to take responsibility and respondability for our lives. We have found that Mother Earth has been not respected. So we as individual cells need to come to a place of honoring and respecting and taking care of our own bodies as a reflection of how we want to see the earth cared for and honored and respected. As within, so without. We have each come with a very specific purpose. So many people like to believe that they don't know what their purpose is. And there are so many more resources now available to us so that we can know and understand what our purpose is. I feel very blessed that in 2012 I had my aha moment with sound as a healing modality, as a powerful creation modality. And I know more and more people are going to be waking up to their own understanding of what they came here to be and do. And part of that journey feels very lonely. It feels very lonely when you realize that you are the only human being on the planet that is here to express your unique gift, experience, and activate certain things in the world. I know the initial part of my journey when I first started sounding and vocalizing in the drum here in Music City, for many, many years, people have not understood me. But I had been given this awareness that sound was going to be the next healing modality. And 12 years later, the dynamics and what's happening, not only locally, but all over the world, is coming to fruition. And it's important, though, that each human being, each cell of the full body, learns how to regulate their own body and their own system with their own vocal frequencies. So much of our culture is focused on entrainment, and where there is an aspect of the collective being connected to create unity, it also requires each person's unique expression and frequency in order for that whole to be the most beautiful thing it can be. So uniqueness is vital right now. Your unique expression is vital right now. And it's important for you to consider how you can reclaim your voice, your frequencies, to help tune your own body and being. And I like to really drive home that your voice and your heartbeat is really all that you need. And there may come a time where we don't have all the resources at our fingertips. I have beautiful singing bowls down here. That is beautiful. We need to learn that we can, throughout our day, whether we have these other physical resources, that we can tune our own bodies and beings, whether it's humming, whether it's humming or drumming. We have it all contained within our own body and being. There is a practice I like to help people utilize that I would like to share, a chakra toning practice as part of this session. So I invite you, if you are able to, and you are alone, to journey with me in this practice of chakra toning. And the goal is really liberation and freedom of your voice. And as opposed to trying to tone a certain frequency, I really want you to settle in and just allow whatever sound wants to move through you in this moment. And trust yourself from one day to the next to do this authentically, and just allow whatever frequency that needs to move through you to move through you. So we're going to start by putting our hands on our root chakra. And we're going to go through this in a kind of a fast way where we just do one breath for each chakra. But I encourage you to try this with 3 breaths, okay? Inhaling through the nose and exhaling sound as long as you can. So for instance, for the root chakra, we're going to start low in a tone, whatever a low note is for you. You don't need to be matching my frequency. liberate yourself and make whatever sound and tone you need right now. Okay? So putting my hand low on my root chakra. So the idea in closing your eyes is good, is really making the sound and really getting that sound to be as low in your body as you can. And for some of you, sounding low may be a new thing, and that it may take some time to cultivate, but I have techniques to help with that as well. But the idea is each one of us learning how to extend the sound frequencies we can make from the lowest to the highest, and just see what happens as we're doing that. So we're going to go through each chakra. I'm going to just put my hands on my body, just with one breath for now to kind of make it a quick experience. But I just want you to notice as we do this together how you end up feeling with just a very short period of time of you authentically sounding for you, whatever frequency feels right for you. So here we go, all 7 chakras. Root chakra. Pausing before we move up to the next one. Feeling any sensations that happen for you for that one. Moving up to the sacral chakra, womb space. Tone for that chakra, whatever feels right for you. Taking a moment. Moving up to the solar plexus, and what I like to have people visualize and understand is like our solar plexus has sort of been a place, a wall that has helped keep all of our unexpressed, unfelt emotions down. And our goal with this solar plexus is to really break that wall down so that our channel, our sound channel, can be wide open between these lower chakras, our heart, our throat, and the higher chakras. So imagine just working on breaking any walls down so that you can be an open channel for spirit and sound to move through. Here we go with the solar plexus. And next we move up to the heart chakra. For me, I've been working on healing and opening my heart back up to myself, to my inner child. So my heart chakra sounds tend to be very gentle and loving and compassionate and nurturing. But please let yourself have whatever sound your heart is needing at this time. Here we go. Next, we'll move up to the throat chakra. And I encourage people to never do this. You no longer allow yourself or anyone else to put your hands around your throat chakra. So many of us have had our voices silenced, and we need to work towards opening up this more and more. So I encourage people actually to hold their head and open up that space, that channel, that throat chakra, gently holding the back of your head and allowing that throat chakra area to open up. So we're just going to do one breath, sounding for our throat chakra, whatever way you are moved to. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling sound. Releasing your hands. Noticing how you're feeling from that. Then we move up to the third eye chakra. What I encourage people to do with this place is to really try and do buzzy sounds so that your brain, your skull and your brain is really vibrating. So one of the ways you can do that is putting your tongue on the roof of your mouth. That kind of sound kind of helps to get the energy focused up in here. So we're going to do one breath with the third eye. Here we go. And releasing your hands and just noticing how that energy, that vibration is sitting with you. And then finally we're going to do our crown chakra. And I invite you to just hold your hands above your head. Literally kind of feeling the expansiveness of what you did from the root all the way up. And I would love for you to visualize as you sound in a high frequency, whatever that high frequency tone could be for you right now in this moment. And imagine a beam of golden light or whatever light you feel you want coming in through your head and going through the channel that you just created, that open space you created from that little bit of sounding all the way to your root. And you can imagine that light actually beaming all the way down and through your root chakra and grounding itself down in the core of Mother Earth, the crystalline core of Mother Earth. So here we're going to go. We're going to sound for our crown chakra, and whatever way you feel moved to, a deep breath in through the nose and exhale sound. It's really, really important not to judge yourself at all through this experience, just allowing whatever sound, whatever frequency, whatever it sounds like to just move through you. You're literally moving energy, breaking up stuck energy with your own intuitive sound vibration flowing. Now I invite you, you may notice that you're feeling a little altered, which is good. I encourage you to do this with 3 full breaths when you're on your own. I just did it short for us to be able to get through this in a short amount of time. 3 full breaths, sounding from the lowest low to the highest high, whatever it is for you. And then at the very end, what we do is sort of siren from the top down. We go. Let's do that twice more. we started today? I hope so. Notice how your mind may be clearer and your body may be vibrating a little more energetically. I really believe this is where we're headed as human beings, where we have a clear and present mind and our body is just vibrating in joy and bliss. It takes practice, though, to get used to walking in the world in this way. And I encourage you to continue this practice if you felt something shift within you. I want to thank you for joining me today and listening to what I have to share. As I said at the beginning, take what works for you and just leave the rest behind. Trust your own intuition, your own guidance system about how you are going to uniquely move forward on your path during this pivotal, transformative time on planet Earth. Your body is your temple. Let's make this space of our bodies energetically vibrating so that our higher essence can move in, be fully embodied, and co-create new ways ahead. Together, your unique mission, your unique purpose is so important. I invite you to contemplate what that is and take the steps to bring forth who you really are now. Namaste, blessings, and in peace.